come on, lady. If you'd stop running in slow-mo, you might be able to get there in time to save his ass. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. And today you're going to get a dystopian vision of the future that awaits us. The year is 1999. I know, crazy, right? And TV viewership is in its death throes. The cable networks are hitting the panic button, desperate to bring back the mass audiences. One producer has devised the perfect plan to reverse their fortunes. Broadcast the pay-per-view public execution of a convicted killer. That is the ghoulish premise of Witness to the Execution. A thought-provoking movie that will leave you questioning the role and relevance of mainstream media in our everyday lives. With standout performances from Sean Young and Tim Daly, it's a tense ride that will force you to confront how we as a society have contributed to this problem and what that says about the current state of our culture. If you're ready for a film that's as unsettling as it is engaging, Witness to the Execution will be well worth your time. Now, let's watch.
The following pay-per-view event is a Tycom exclusive. For the best in pay, turn to Tycom.
Good evening. We are about to get the answer we have been waiting for to the question, how much did 5 years in jail take out of Reggie Foster? Not to mention the fact 3 of those years were spent in solitary confinement. Meanwhile, Laszlo Lucas has been honing his skills in no less than 36 fights since 1993. All hype aside, if Reggie Foster can pull off a victory here tonight, we will be watching the comeback of the 90s, if not the century.
That's right, Fred, and no one wants that victory more than media mogul Jake Tyler and his team of Tycom programming executives who have gone out on a limb signing a risky and costly 3-fight deal with the former champ, betting that he will regain the title. All things considered, Fred, how do you compare the two fighters?
That Foster has a definite advantage, at least from a physical standpoint and in his speed.
So nervous I could puke.
You take your panic pills?
They're not kicking in. What's the live gate?
Under $1 million.
Ouch. We get any last-minute signups?
A few. Fight fans have short memories. Reggie Foster's been making license plates for 5 years.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move up the second fight. 6 months is too long. We'll lose our momentum. Jake! Hey, hello.
Hello, Kirby. Jess, you're looking adorable.
Thank you, boss. So are you.
We're back, Jake. Pay-per-view rules, huh?
I thought this guy was supposed to be Russian.
He is.
Actually, he's Ukrainian.
Oh, like there's a difference.
How many rubles did we pay him to lie down?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What meeting did I miss?
Kirby, he's kidding. Hee.
How much is Foster getting for the 3 fights?
Oh, 4 million, give or take.
6, with a knockout bonus of $1 million.
You better pray he puts on a good show. Jess. Where's that perfume you're wearing?
Jouissance.
I'll have to get some for my wife. And then pretend she's you.
Oh, gee.
I'll see you inside.
You can sleep your way to the middle, Jess, but that's as far as it goes.
What's that? The voice of experience speaking?
From the Ukraine, weighing 245 pounds, 27 wins, 12 defeats, Laszlo Lucas.
Didn't anybody bet on this clown?
Las Vegas never even opened their books.
It's your fault. We should have hyped them better.
With what? My own money? Will you try and settle down, okay?
from Yazoo City, Mississippi, weighing 215 pounds, with a record of 25 wins, 1 defeat, Raging Reggie Foster.
This thing doesn't go at least 3 rounds, we're dead.
What do you mean, we, white man?
Morning, boss.
Morning, Kirby.
I'll be out of your way in a second.
Take your time. This has to go. And, of course. Right.
Jess.
Can I have this one?
You knew that fat slob could punch? Your dad used to own a piece of him. I checked.
Not before you made the deal. You know what I'm gonna miss about you most?
My paranoia?
Oh, cheer up. You will get another gig.
Promise?
Once they let you into this business, they don't let you out.
Thanks, Jess. Hey, if I ever need a friend, I'll buy myself a dog.
Let's stay in touch, okay? What is this? It's like a program proposal. Poor Kirby. He was really running scared. Celebrities Uncensored. America's hottest videos. Who did he think we were? The Nostalgia Channel? One or two good ideas there. Yeah, the ones he stole from me. You know what they should do with this stuff is tax it. Meter it like gasoline or electricity. Then maybe they fix the bridges and roads. Of course, then everything would be pay-per-view and we'd be out of business.
Knock, knock.
Hi, Jake.
So, did we get next month's event yet? Terminator 6. What do you think?
Well, we can get it 2 weeks before the 4th for $10 million up front. I can probably get them down to 8.
By the way, this is my nephew, Philip Tyler, Jessica Traynor. Jessica's our new head of programming.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations.
This is Lucy Shepard, my assistant. Lucy's been tracking the coup in Cuba. We can get the guerrillas for under $1 million.
Well, won't the CIA want equal time?
I can handle the CIA.
You know, I bet you can.
Well, I can see that this is a marriage made in heaven. Let's hope the sparks start a fire. Is your old office ready yet?
Ready for what?
Philip. Or did you forget that your promotion leaves a rather large gap to fill?
I'll show him where it is.
Hey, how about dinner tonight? You can sort of bring me up to speed.
Sorry, I've got a date.
Breakfast then? Look forward to it. Bye, Uncle Jake.
I promised that job to Lucy.
I know you did.
What is he, the family spy?
More like the family radical. He's a smug little sucker, but I'm hoping that you'll beat some sense into his head. Now, tell me the truth, Jessica. What was the sex like between you and Kirby?
You'll have to sleep with me to find out.
And that's not going to happen, is it, Jess?
Oh, no.
So, you got the job. Why don't you give it a rest? We're in trouble, Jess. Movies don't work. Screen's still too small. Sports is dying. The sex boom is over. Where the hell are we going? Why would anybody want to pay to watch TV? What are they really looking for? What does our audience really need to see?
What can we give them they haven't seen before?
You tell me, and then I'll tell the board. We're bleeding, Jess. We're behind in points. We need a knockout to win. Get me something that I can sell by next Tuesday, or by God, I'm getting out of the pay-per-view business.
Whoa, Tuesday.
Welcome to the heavyweight division.
That after blinding her with sulfuric acid, Tom Lee loaded up his car with video equipment, ignoring her scream spray.
Received today, the state legislature must finally decide who pays the bills while these prisoners wait for their turn to die.
Guaranteed that heat sensors detect the intruder's presence, then release a cloud of deadly gas. We assure you it's safe to re-enter after 3 hours. Guaranteed non-toxic.
And the troops.
What's the governor gonna do? They're $1 billion in debt. His only hope is that the bad guys kill each other off.
You know what I say? Round them up, put them on a desert island, and drop the bomb.
Hey, it's a solution. Governor, are you listening?
Eight, 7, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. All clear. Music on.
Saw that old smile that I made. It was a beautiful sight. Your kiss was a flame. Not the spot.
Hello?
Hey, it's me. Philip Tyler. We met today in your office, Jake's nephew. I've been going over the events list. What do you think of World Cup soccer?
Does the audience really need to see it?
That's just Uncle Jake. That's mogul speak. Okay, so So no, I mean, I'm just trying to think globally.
Are you grazing?
Yeah.
Check out 46.
Conway Court took the law into their own hands. Here you can see this remarkable footage.
I saw this. If more cops hadn't shown up, that guy would be dead.
What are we afraid to show?
I mean, where's the cutting edge?
If you can't get it anyplace else, and you shock people to the core, but they keep on watching, that's when you really hook people. That's when people are willing to shell out the bucks to see it. That's when pay-per-view really works.
Miss Nude America? That's a little joke. Hello? Jessica? The Illusion? Hello?
Dylan, the Stones, Diamond, McCartney, Aerosmith, Springsteen.
What's the cause?
Save Social Security.
Sounds like just another concert to me. Where do we do this thing?
The Megadome.
We got them for the Foster deal.
What else you got?
Mars landing. NASA's given us exclusive rights.
What are they looking for this time?
More rocks.
Any chance they might actually find signs of life?
About 1 in a billion.
Jess? You with us?
How many executions do we have a year?
In this country?
In the state.
4 or 5, I think.
I want to televise the next one. Who in this room wouldn't watch it?
I wouldn't.
I don't know if I'd pay to watch it.
I wouldn't want my kids to watch it.
Let's move on.
Jake, this is a good idea.
The press would kill us.
We'd gross $500 million, and if we don't do it, the networks will.
Well, who are you going to put in the hot seat? What idiot would volunteer to fry in front of 60 million people?
We'll pay him.
We're not allowed to pay him.
Of course we're allowed to. There's no son of Sam law in this state.
Do we want to be known as the Grim Reaper of entertainment?
Why not?
For 10 seconds of airtime?
10 seconds? Are you kidding? Victim interviews, historical background, live remotes. This'll stretch out longer than the Super Bowl.
Jake, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Are we about finished? I've got a 3 o'clock.
Nice try.
What is wrong with you guys? Don't you read the polls? 90% of the people are in favor of the death penalty. Why?
Payback and deterrence.
Then why not deter the people as much as we can? Who gets to see these executions now? The family of the victims, the warden, the chaplain, a couple of reporters? What are we so ashamed of? They used to hang people in public. That's what hangings were for. The audience will pay to see this. And what's more, they'll thank us. They're cowering in their homes right now, sneaking around in bulletproof cars. They're afraid to go out without a gun because they think the politicians have given up on crime. And you know what? They're right. It's totally out of control. If I open this window right now, who's going to bet me we don't hear a siren? My only question is, when to slot this.
How about Sunday when most people are home?
Gotta be Saturday. That's when the bar business is.
Oh, that's right. That's when most of the killings take place anyway.
We could do it in the Megadome.
Who's gonna make the chair? We could promise to show their logo.
Jake, if we don't do this, somebody else will.
Valerie,
Yes, Mr. Tyler?
do you remember that fellow we met at the governor's ball? What was his name? Commissioner of Prisons?
Wallace Sternberg. I have a meeting with him Monday.
Never mind, Valerie.
Live from the Megadome, you will be witness to the execution.
Hands.
First of all, you'd be sending a clear message to the criminal community.
What might that message be?
When Governor Weber promised to send in the troops, Governor Weber was not just talking to the 6 o'clock news.
How does electrocuting a man in public help the governor?
We estimate the revenues from this event to be in the neighborhood of $600 million, of which 20% could be earmarked for the war on crime.
Do you believe we're hearing this?
No, sir, I don't.
How about the guy on death row? How are you going to ensure his cooperation?
I've done enough prison documentaries to know death row inmates are desperate to be interviewed.
You could probably turn this thing into a series.
You probably could. Mr. Sternberg, how many people are waiting to be executed?
Not enough to last a season. Not yet, at any rate.
On the other hand, people will be killing just to get on the show.
I take it this is not your idea.
It was mine.
It is frightening.
So are the governor's approval ratings.
Well, thank you for coming in. It's been very instructive.
For me, too. Now I know what it's like to face a parole board. My card. I hope you'll call me after you hear from the governor.
Nice to meet you.
If you're ever in the neighborhood, don't hesitate to stop by and have lunch.
I'm sorry. It just slipped out.
What?
Killing to get on a show. It was completely out of line. Don't tell my uncle about that, all right?
Yeah, okay.
I may be an annoyance, but I'm not going to stand in your way here.
Don't worry about it.
So, what prison documentaries have you done?
I was a go for an inside copy.
Oh, I see. What were you saying to Sternberg at the end?
I complimented him on his suit, and I told him I was a big fan.
A big fan of the prison commissioner?
Nobody resents a compliment, Philip. You should try it sometime.
You're a remarkable person.
You see, your credibility just went up 10%.
Come on, I'd like to make this up to you.
What do you mean? You didn't do a thing up there.
That's right, rub it in. Can I take you to dinner?
Hello?
Miss Trainer? Well, at least I got you a quick answer. The governor wishes me to convey our appreciation, but I'm afraid this just isn't going to be worth it for us.
I see.
Not for 20% of gross.
Let's see what the governor thinks of this. 30% of gross, 10% of merchandising. I'll give you till midnight tonight to respond. Otherwise, we'll take it out of state.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'd work fantastically together.
I'll see what I can do.
Bye, Wallace. We're in.
Incredible. I'll buy the champagne.
You don't approve of me, remember?
Oh, you are growing on me.
Why don't you call your Uncle Jake? Thanks. Tell him the good news. Line up a couple of crews. We got a lot of taping to do.
Yeah, right. It's a little too soon to celebrate, I guess. Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, bye-bye.
My name is Carlton Turley. Over a period of 13 months, I committed 17 brutal murders in as many states.
Too many victims.
I always let my victims choose their own manner of death.
He's kind of interesting.
Yeah, we could clean this guy up a little.
I think I don't want a serial killer.
This lady killed 6 kids. Weren't even hers.
No way. Keep going.
Next guy's a hitman.
Him?
Yeah.
No. Too ethnic.
There's one more guy in here, but he's a real jerk.
Talkative fellow.
Hey, I can come back. Let me know when you're ready. Hit the lights.
DUI. Felony weapon possession. Armed robbery.
Come on, Dennis. You left out a whole bunch of stuff.
How many people did he kill?
2, 2.5. He broke into the house, murdered the father, murdered the son, raped the mother, and tried to murder her.
She survived.
Brain dead, on life support, and pregnant. With his child, a girl, now 4. We have no knowledge of her whereabouts.
He confessed to the murders.
Then he retracted his confession.
How long did it take the jury to convict?
Less than 15 minutes.
Competent defense?
There was no defense. He was seen coming out of the house. Her blood was on his clothes, and his semen was inside her.
When can I audition him?
Jess, don't you think he's a little too pretty to kill?
Philip, repeat after me. Women control TV in this country.
How do you want to be announced?
Tell him she's a fan.
What's up, man?
Hey, baby. You here for me?
I'm Jessica Traynor.
Dennis Castro. It's your first time in prison?
First time on death row.
So, you want to buy the rights to my death?
My company does.
We don't get pay-per-view in here.
Sounds like a reason to riot.
Batman?
Yeah. Well, we all get our share of love letters.
$20. Says she strikes out.
I'll take that bet.
We being.
Guy's on death row.
More attention than you got as a child?
I don't think I'm interested.
Look, I'm sorry. I said something stupid, didn't I?
You didn't mean anything by it.
So straighten me out. Tell me your story.
I already told it. Nobody listened.
They wanted you to show more remorse.
Yeah. And blame my childhood. But I couldn't fake it. Not for something I didn't do.
Why did you confess to the police? Why did you fail the polygraph? Dennis, how many marriage proposals do you get a week?
Too many.
Too many?
That's what the jury resented.
We can offer you 5% of the net receipts.
No, I don't think so.
It's payable to the family of the victims.
Find somebody else.
Just wait.
Dennis, it's a generous offer.
I didn't say it wasn't generous.
Don't you have a daughter somewhere, 4 years old?
That's right.
You could designate her as the beneficiary.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. So why don't you quit playing so hard to get?
You're an interesting lady. You know that?
Is that a yes?
Baby, know if you want. Thank you.
4 years ago, on Saturday, October 17th, an hour before midnight, a man broke into the home of John and Claire Bogner. They were asleep. So was their son, Tim. John Bogner woke up, and when he went to investigate, was shot dead on the stairs. Timmy heard his father cry out, went to see what was happening, and was also shot dead. The intruder then entered the bedroom and proceeded to rape and beat Mrs. Bogner, knocking out most of her teeth. He then shot her in the head and left her to die. Mrs. Bogner did not die. She clung to life, lapsed into a coma, and 9 months later gave birth by cesarean section to the child that resulted from the rape. DNA typing proved conclusively that the child's father was the man the police had in custody, and that man is sitting here before you. He is sentenced to die 5 weeks from today. With the cooperation of the state correctional system and Governor Pat Weber, Tycom Entertainment will televise the execution of Dennis Casterlin on pay-per-view basis the night of September 2nd. We expect at least 20 million households will tune in. Tycom Entertainment will turn over to the state 30% of its gross revenues, which we estimate at $600 million, earmarked to expand and strengthen the state's legal and prison systems. As a final act of contrition, an estimated $5 million will go to Dennis Casterland's daughter by Claire Bogner and to maintaining Miss Bogner on life support. We will now take questions.
Dennis, how do you feel about
Dennis, by agreeing to be executed on television, aren't you tacitly admitting your guilt?
No.
Yes, I plan to watch him die. I think he's the scariest man in America.
Do you realize how much money this guy has already cost the state? I mean, if it takes a TV show to get that money back, then that's great. I'm for it.
We love you, Dennis. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Dennis. And we'll be true. And when they find
And what does all this add up to? Sign-ups.
The execution is at 9. The program begins at 7:30. $30. Visa or MasterCharge?
As we in the media are all too aware, death sells.
Right here, right now, 1995.
The big mover on today's exchange was Tycom, up 1 1/8 on its pay-per-view division's anticipated earnings surge.
What's this?
USB week.
In fact, Tycom Entertainment expects more people to sign up for the telecast than voted in this state's last gubernatorial election. Whether that spells death by our democratic process, only time will tell.
Oh, please.
This is Boyden Lewis.
Incisive stuff, Boyden. Do you realize what this means?
Yeah, 6 million more signups.
You are learning. What's the matter?
Does this not bother you at all?
What? Bay 8, please?
The attention this guy's getting, the love.
The love? Come on.
What would you call it then?
What would I call it? 15 minutes of fame. At 40 million per minute, I don't care whether they want to marry the guy or not. It's not our business to tell people what to feel. The minute he fries, he'll be forgotten.
Okay, I guess. I mean, you know, he's just a guy. You know, he loved his dog. He worked on his car. He respected his mother. He, girls liked him. Dennis never had any trouble finding women, you know, because he had this sort of a loner thing, and gave him an air of mystery, I guess. And he sort of traded on that. But
still does.
I never saw him be cruel to anybody.
He was living with a woman. I assumed it was his girlfriend, since the apartments in that building are all studio apartments. He always came to church alone, and one day he volunteered to work with the youth group, so I decided to pay him a visit, and the woman he lives with answers the door. Turns out not only is she his mother, but she's seriously involved in prostitution.
Have we tried to find this lady?
She died in a car crash. Dennis has no family. So how you doing on the victims?
Claire's father hasn't returned my phone calls. The closest we've come is Claire's friend.
The last time I saw Claire was before I went to England. We used to see each other every day for lunch.
Do you think Dennis is the killer?
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. Let him die. Leave me out of it. You don't go near people like Dennis. That's what I said to Claire. So that's all I have to say. Please, I don't want this to go on TV. Please, leave now.
Can't win them all. She definitely won't sign a release. What time is it? We gotta go.
Oh, wait, I want to see this friend again here.
Forget it. We can't use it. And Philip, about the 600 number, we'll run it on our network spots. We'll ask people to vote for or against Dennis. $1 a call will pay for our production costs.
Dennis, that's what I said to Claire. That's what I said to Claire.
Philip?
Wait, I thought the victim didn't know the killer.
She didn't.
You don't go near people like Dennis. That's what I said to Claire.
She didn't say Claire Wagner knew Dennis. She said stay away from guys like Dennis.
Sounds like good advice.
So, Philip, who we got for the pre-show?
Lieutenant Spaulding, he's the cop in charge of the original investigation.
That's good, Philip. Progress. You used to think it was immoral.
Hey, if it's good TV, how can it be immoral?
Here's another tip. Sarcasm is not that sexy.
Sick and tired of seeing this guy's face every place I look.
The madder people get, the bigger the tuning. The bigger the tuning, the more cops we can put on the street. Tell me about the case.
Are we live here?
No, this is just taping for the pre-show, but we'd like you to join us that night
Ringside?
as our guest of honor.
Need somebody to pull the switch? Death penalty doesn't go far enough here. Notify this guy's parents, too.
How'd you solve the case?
Wasn't my case. Was Ed McKinney's case. I tell you, the one thing I regret is that Ed won't be here to see this guy take the juice. I'm sorry. I'm lying. I regret we had to take him alive.
Any trouble finding him?
No. We had an eyewitness saw Dennis's car leave the Wagner house. We tracked his car to the body shop where he worked, found the victim's blood on the upholstery. Turns out Claire Wagner had left the car there a couple days earlier.
So they did know each other. Claire and Dennis.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
This is Philip Tyler. He's my coordinator.
He knew her address. That's what he knew.
Well, we interviewed Cynthia Moore, Claire's friend, and she said she warned Claire about Dennis.
So?
So, why didn't the defense call her?
Maybe they didn't believe her.
Why would she lie?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Cynthia Moore that.
What about the guy whose case it was? What happened to him?
Ed McKinney?
Yeah.
He died the week he made captain.
Any connection?
Between what and what? Who is this guy, Geraldo Rivera?
Cut. Come here, Philip.
Jess, wait up.
That is the last time you pull a stunt like that. I don't care whose nephew you are.
What are you getting so upset about?
Why don't you go picket your uncle's building or something?
Jess, I'm on your side.
Then stay off it.
Just trying to liven up the interview.
Is that what they taught you in film school?
Cop just seemed defensive, that's all I'm saying. So, where are we going now?
You are going back to Tycom or someplace else, but not with me.
Oh, right. I suppose you and Dennis want some time alone.
One day you're gonna grow up, Philip. I just know it. Hey, baby, you back for me?
Hello again.
Hi.
Have a seat.
A couple of questions I need to ask. First, there's a question about the hood
The hood.
over your face during the execution.
No hood.
No hood? Okay.
Better for you, right?
Right. Second, the disposal of the body.
Do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
I have a confession to make.
What?
I was playing hard to get with you. I know this is gonna sound weird, but the first time you walked in here, I knew you wanted to do right by me. You weren't just in this for yourself. I thought, Dennis, if you seem too eager, you're gonna scare this lady off. People like her, if something comes too easy, they get suspicious. Their parents made them earn their love.
And your parents loved you no matter what you did?
I never meant to make trouble for anyone.
Okay. So you've been thinking about the big day?
Yes, I have.
Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with the viewers?
Can I ask you a question first? Did you find my daughter?
No, not yet.
Have you talked to Claire's father?
He's not taking calls.
Would you give him a message for me?
I'll try.
Tell him I love Claire. And I would never do anything to harm her. She was the sweetest woman I ever knew. And the least selfish. I hated how much I loved her.
Why hated?
Because I knew she loved her family more.
You ready to start? Okay. What were you doing at Claire Bogner's house that night?
I came to say goodbye.
Claire was expecting you?
That's right.
Tell me.
Well, we planned to meet after her shift. When she didn't show up, I went over to her house. Even before I got out of the car, I knew something was wrong. It was like God told me to go and look in that window.
So you broke into the house?
The window's already smashed.
Why didn't you call 911? Claire was still alive.
How do you think the cops knew about it?
You called the cops.
And stayed with her. When they pulled up, I went out the back.
Why didn't you stick around?
I told you I don't want to discuss this.
Were you afraid they'd arrest you?
I did it to protect Claire. The whole world didn't know we were having an affair. But you already know that, don't you?
I've heard rumors.
Right. You sure you want to get into this?
Yeah. Because your story doesn't hold water. Why did you confess to the cops?
What are you getting hot with me for?
I'm not getting hot with you.
Yes, you are, Jess. You're getting edgy about something. What's the matter? Hey, it's all right. It's all right, buddy. She's not afraid of me. Are you?
Take your hand off my knee.
You see that? Our Jess can take care of herself.
Give me a couple of minutes, okay?
All right, got it. So what's up, partner?
I'm not your partner. Who else knew about you and Claire?
Besides who?
Cynthia Moore, Claire's best friend.
I was Claire's best friend.
Then why didn't Cynthia Moore testify on your behalf?
Why don't we let the folks back home in on this?
What are you gonna tell him?
All right, you're right. Never mind. Nobody wants to hear my story again.
Why didn't the defense call Cynthia Moore to testify, Dennis?
Oh, they called her all right. She just didn't have to show up.
Why not?
Make Cynthia tell you.
Tell me what?
Jess, she's the one they paid to leave the country.
The countdown begins September 2nd. Be there.
It's that simple. And we'll strip in the subscription information at the bottom.
Good. Ship it. See, I keep telling you people, we gotta sell these shows by hitting them on the nose. Let's go. Wish I could clone you, Jess. You all right?
I'm fine. Yeah.
I want a heavy buy rate in all day parts within the week, especially late night.
Yeah, that's good. Why 3 switches?
3 executioners. Only God knows which one delivers the juice. Doctor wants to know how close you want to be. Dennis's ears may start to smoke.
Tell him to keep it wide.
It's a long way to the parking lot. You want to ride?
Sure, thanks.
He's got it made, doesn't he? And everybody gets to cash in. Say I was homeless, starving, wanted 3 meals a day, a roof over my head, my own TV show. Why wouldn't I kill somebody? Or say I had cancer and didn't have any insurance, had to put my kids through school. What's to keep me from cutting a deal with somebody? You see what I'm saying?
time I saw Claire was before I went to England. We used to see each other every day for lunch.
You think Dennis is the killer?
Lucy, please get me Cynthia Moore.
Yes?
It's Jessica Traynor.
No, give it to me!
Open, Michelle. Hold it down.
Kids. Thanks.
Would you like some coffee?
If you've made some already. Black, no sugar.
Sit down.
Thanks. Thank you. Great wallpaper.
Thanks.
Look, I don't have a camera. I'm not wearing a mic. I'm not asking you to go on TV. How well did you know Dennis Casterlin?
I knew he had a prison record.
And you knew Claire was seeing him?
Mm-hmm.
How often?
Too often.
You don't like Dennis Casterlin.
Mm-mm.
But Claire did. Huh?
Claire didn't know what she was doing. Claire was tired of being a good girl. She was looking to be stopped. Breaking lunch dates so I'd get suspicious. Meeting him in town instead of the airport hotel. I said, before her husband found out, that she should either tell him or break it off. She said I was right. She was going to quit Dennis the next time she saw him. That was a week before the murders. The day of the break-in, I got a call from Claire. She'd gone to a motel with Dennis, intending to end the relationship. He hustled her into bed. After they made love, she told him she wanted to break it off, so he beat her up. She barely got out alive, she told me, and he swore that he would come after her again.
Did you tell her to call the police? You shouldn't blame yourself.
Look, I'm not looking for absolution. I just want to get this off my chest. As soon as I heard that Dennis had been arrested, I went to see Lieutenant McKinney. And I told him everything. He said not to worry, they had Dennis dead to rights.
Did the defense ask you to testify?
No.
Did the prosecution pay you to leave the country?
No. Who told you that? Did Dennis tell you that? You're putting on this show. You want this man to die, or don't you? Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I'm planning to let my kids watch. That's how much I hate this maniac. People like you start getting cold feet. Next thing you know, he's walking the streets again. Is that what you want? Do you want to be his next victim? Why are you letting him use you like this?
How is he using me?
Well, he got you to come here, didn't he?
Philip,
This way.
you were right about that cop. He wasn't just being defensive, he was hiding something.
I told you Dennis knew Claire.
Maybe we can make it work for us. Mr. Holloway, I'm Jessica Traynor.
Please leave.
This will only take a minute.
I already told your assistant I have no idea where the girl is living. End of discussion.
Mr. Holloway.
Look, what are her foster parents going to tell her? They won the money in the lottery?
So you'd rather deprive your granddaughter of the $5 million?
I don't have a granddaughter. Now, you listen to me. The government will let you kill a man on TV, but they wouldn't let me get rid of that baby. And that's the only reason that girl is alive today. She's no relation of mine or of Claire. She is that lunatic's daughter. I don't care how many policemen you're putting on the street. I think what you're doing is reprehensible.
That's what Cynthia Moore said. Claire's friend?
Dr. Rosa, may we speak with you for a second? This is Jessica Traynor. She's our project executive. Dr. Rosa, an operator by Claire Wagner.
What did you want to know?
Are you willing to be interviewed on the air?
Do I have a choice? Primary surgery took 5 hours. Well, it destroyed most of her cortex.
You were the neurosurgeon?
No, you want Dr. Byrne. I'm a gastroenterologist.
But you helped save Claire Wagner's life and the life of her child.
She had developed acute renal failure due to intestinal blockage.
Intestinal blockage.
When Dennis Casterland punched her, Mrs. Wagner swallowed her own teeth.
And when you cleared the obstruction, she stabilized, right?
That's right.
Well, how many teeth did she swallow?
You'll have to check the records. If you'll excuse me, I have rounds.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So what?
So what if the state suppressed evidence?
Can we prove that for a fact?
Why wasn't Cynthia Moore called to testify, Jake?
Because they didn't want to complicate their case. What, are you telling me you think this guy is innocent?
No, that's not what we're saying.
Come on, he's so guilty he's going to short out the chair.
We might want to think about a backup.
Why?
Just in case.
Just in case what? What is this? A success reaction? 8 days to go? After all the buildup we gave this creep, the audience will come after us with Uzis.
There's another problem.
What?
We can't get the money to the granddaughter, so that means we'd be reneging on our deal.
What are you, his lawyer? How can he sue us from the grave?
You know, I just had a thought.
What?
What if Dennis kills himself?
Then we'd be out of business. Is that what you're wishing for?
No, of course not.
Then why bring it up? Is this Cynthia Moore going to talk?
Not for the cameras.
So, what possible harm can she do us?
I don't know.
What? What don't you know?
Maybe she could do us some good.
How? What is she talking about?
What she means is what if people start thinking that Dennis is innocent.
We'd get 10% more tune-in. Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Now you're starting to make sense. Find a way to leak this so that it doesn't come from us. We're a pay-per-view service, not 60 Minutes, you understand?
I'll explore our options.
Good. Check with Dornbush. He's still got some favors owed him. You know something, Jess? For a minute there, I thought I was losing you. So, we're all playing off the same sheet of music. Then let's have a little hup and hustle. What the hell's going on here? Is she going soft on us?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
I think that Dennis has been working on her.
You want him to fry?
Come on, Uncle Jake. You know my position on that.
How do you feel about Jess?
We get along fine.
But not as good as you hoped. Tell you something? Forget about it. Right now, she's preoccupied. A little confused. You gotta help her over the bumps. See that she doesn't screw up all the wonderful work you've done together. She'll thank you for it, and so will I. I'm counting on you, understand?
Yeah, Uncle Jake, I understand.
Just Jake.
Jake.
How are you holding up?
It comes and it goes. I'm not gonna hang myself, if that's what you're thinking.
That's not what I was thinking.
Then what's the matter? Jess?
I want you to take another polygraph.
You mean on TV?
Doesn't have to be on TV.
And if I pass this time, what does that get us?
Nothing. Higher ratings.
Hey, shh. Hey, you didn't do anything wrong. You've been trying to help me, and I appreciate it. I only have one regret.
What?
Could have used your help earlier.
Dennis. Did you kill Claire Bogner?
No. But that doesn't matter now, you see. If I'm innocent or not. That's not the point anymore. I've got to die or the system doesn't work.
Come on.
It's a question of the common good. I'm not just talking about a cop on the street. I'm talking about all those poor people out there. All the abuse they've taken their whole lives. And they're gonna get their payback by watching me suffer. Those men that beat up on women. I'm dying for their sins. I gotta play my part. You gotta play your part. And whatever God works this out to be, that's what's gonna happen. We'll be all right. You'll see.
Your right to see. Your right to know. Your right to be there. This Saturday, you will be witness to the execution as we count down to justice.
Hello?
Is this the Jay Trainer that works for Tycom Entertainment?
Yes, who is this? I'm here, I'm listening.
I don't want to be recorded.
This isn't being recorded.
How do I know that?
You don't.
You know a place called Warren's?
Never heard of it.
It's this all-night bar. Across from the garage where Dennis Casterlin used to work. I'll meet you there 4 a.m.
You want to tell me what this is about?
I work at Westford Hospital.
Go on.
I was on duty the night Claire Bogner was shot.
I see.
I know things you want to know.
Who operated? Who was the doctor?
Rosen. I'm not playing games.
I understand. Do you want to be interviewed for the program?
No cameras.
Why?
Because there ain't going to be a program.
Why not? Why isn't there going to be a program? Hello? Hello?
Weapons clear.
Crime pays. Death rules. I'd like to meet the guy that dreamed that up.
What would you say to him?
Give me all your money. What do you have?
Thanks, I'll wait.
Weapons clear.
Miss Trainer?
Jessica. And your name?
Emily. Emily Dawson.
What do you do at the hospital?
Think we could get a drink?
Sure. Absolutely.
I'm a nurse. I saved Claire Bogner's life.
I see. What'll you have to drink?
Scotch and rocks.
Cranberry tonic? Interesting place.
Yeah. Dennis Casterlin and Claire used to hang out here.
How do you know that?
My ex-boyfriend's a cop.
So?
You know, somebody's lying to you. Dr. Rosen, the surgeon. Claire swallowed more than a tooth.
What did she swallow?
Bones.
What kind of bones?
And I can prove it.
Bones from something she ate?
Bones she never had time to chew. Want something a little stronger? First 2 joints of this finger. First joint of this finger. Whoever killed Claire, she bit off 2 of his fingers. That's who's walking around the streets tonight.
How do I know this is true?
Well, they falsified the records, but I made my own copy.
The police see it? You have it with you?
What do you plan to do with it?
I just want to have a look, okay? Would pay you.
For what? So you can put it on TV and make some more money? Man, are you people ever gonna wise up?
Why didn't you speak up before?
You think I didn't try? That Lieutenant, McKinney, the guy whose case it was.
He died.
He died a captain. You understand what I'm saying?
He had a man in custody and he needed a conviction. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
my God.
Did you bring a camera?
You told me not to. You wait here. You wait here, okay? Right here. Don't move. Do you have a vid cam?
There's those.
Emily, wait! Philip, she's a nurse at Westford, Emily Dawson. I want you to find out where she lives and get her on tape. Are you listening to me?
Less than 12 hours to air.
I know.
We're going to disappoint a lot of people.
Listen, including maybe the guy who killed Claire Bachner.
Any idea who this might be?
No.
But you're still convinced that Dennis is innocent.
I'm not sure that it matters.
Oh, yeah, and why is that, Jess?
Okay, do you know how many pro-Dennis t-shirts we've sold?
Oh, 3 million?
Yes. What if someone in his fan club commits a murder?
Good question. I'll run that past legal.
That is not the point.
What is the point?
Are we fighting crime or creating it? If fake violence upsets people, what about real violence? Watching a man die, is that going to keep people from killing or just turn them on?
I don't know. I suppose we're going to find out. By the way, we located Dennis's daughter. They'll take the money. They just don't want to be interviewed.
About the daughter.
I think we have to honor that.
Honor that? What are you talking about? I thought you didn't want this guy to die.
Well, that was before I got to know him.
Oh, so now you're certain he's the killer?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you let him out today, yeah, he would kill.
Oh, preventative execution? Shh. You know, Philip, if I could do this alone, I would.
A little late to get religion. You're the one who invented snuff TV.
Oh, thank you very much for reminding me. Suppose I pull the show.
And who's going to break this to my uncle?
I've already put a call into your uncle.
Oh, that's great. Well, why even bother arguing with me?
Can I count on you or not?
All right. Emily Dawson.
Thank you.
This whole thing was her idea. Did she go down unannounced?
Hey, you can't go in there.
Too bad, Valerie. I'm going in.
And here she is now. What the hell was that message about? You remember the commissioner?
Of course.
We were just leaving for the Megadome. You'll be joining us, I hope.
We're pulling the broadcast.
Careful, Jess. Calm down.
Can we conference with the governor?
No, we cannot until you tell me what's going on.
Do you two need the room?
Dennis didn't kill Claire Bogner. When Claire Bogner was attacked, she bit off the killer's fingers.
How do you know that?
I spoke to the nurse who helped save her life.
Whoa.
That's right.
Have you got this on tape?
Philip's on his way.
What do the cops say?
Nothing. McKinney, the investigating officer, he was 3 months from retirement. He wanted to make captain, so he closed the case, withheld witnesses, changed hospital records.
Why did the doctors play along?
Maybe they were paid to. Can you prove that?
Not yet.
You realize what's at stake here?
You mean besides our souls?
I'm not talking about the company or your job or the millions of dollars that we promised the state.
Can we call the governor now?
Are you familiar with Texas versus Herrera?
No.
I guarantee the governor is. In 1992, an appellate court ruled that a claim of actual innocence does not allege ground upon which habeas relief can be granted.
Meaning what?
The defendant in the case had ample opportunity to prove his innocence. The country wastes billions of dollars keeping criminals alive on the basis of frivolous, last-minute appeals that complicate and compromise our justice system.
Which is more important than a human life, is what you're saying.
Like it or not, you have made yourself a part of that system.
No, answer me. The system is more important than a human life. Our network is more important than a human life. TV is the highest court in the land.
Take it easy, Jess.
Where is the governor?
Valerie,
Yes, sir?
has the limo left for the airport yet? The governor's flying down from the Capitol to McCreary Field. The limo's going to take them to the Megadome. If he's left, tell him to come back.
No, the limo hasn't left yet, Mr. Tyler.
I want you to tell the governor exactly what you told me and make the best case you know how.
Thank you.
Come on. Did you think I wouldn't listen? What kind of a monster do you take me for?
No, it's not you. I'm the monster. I'm the one who started this whole insanity.
Come on, Jess. Give yourself a break. Don't take all the credit.
Thank you.
Go on.
Hello? Philip, it's Jessica. Jake's sending me to the airport to meet the governor. Have you talked to Rosen?
He's ducking me.
And what about Emily Dawson?
She's off duty, but I've got her home address.
She won't come along, make a tape. Get it there by the time I get there with the governor.
Uh-oh, Rosen alert. Gotta go. Hey, Clay, come on. Dr. Rosen?
Sorry, I've told you everything I know.
Just need a second, sir.
I think what you're doing is barbaric.
Can you tell us anything about those finger bones, sir?
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, you stop badgering me or I'll order this whole crew off the premises.
You know where we're going?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. I'm meeting the governor. Can we pull out on the tarmac?
I'm sorry, you're meeting who?
This is heliport A.
That's right, ma'am, but we're not expecting any more flight activity today. I was about to close up. Sure you got the right airport?
Cariou Field. Could you please check your computer?
Certainly, ma'am. Is that a government flight?
Yes.
Only one of those today. Went straight to Tycom Entertainment. Sorry you had to come out here for nothing. Can I buy you a drink?
Hey!
Where's the nearest cab stand?
Main terminal. Go left at the door, right at lot B.
Bobby is starting.
The following program contains material of a graphic and violent nature. Parental discretion is advised.
The image on your TV set is live. For the first time in modern history, you are witness to the execution as we count down to justice.
Of execution, the Supreme Court will jump all over this case, I promise. Wallace, be reasonable. You know and I know that this guy is guilty. By any standard of sanity, we're doing the right thing. Listen, let me map out the future for you. 40 points to the state for the next execution. Then a 2.5-point bump for everyone thereafter. Limit of 50%. That's $2 billion by the year 2005. $2 billion. Pat, welcome. I'm glad you can make it.
Everything in order, Wallace? Everything in order?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Gentlemen, let's go save some lives.
I'll pay you double the meter.
Jake Tyler's office.
Is he still there?
I'm sorry, Jessica. He's on his way to the show.
Patch me through to the limo.
I'm sorry, he'll have to get back to you. Where exactly are you? Jessica, are you there?
Kathy, I think we've lost audio. What you're seeing here is the scene outside the Megadome where a number of demonstrators have gathered to protest tonight's broadcast. As you can see, scuffles are breaking out between pro and anti-execution groups, or maybe we should say pro and anti-TV groups. Kathy, if you can hear me, am I correct in saying that no ticket holders have been admitted to the Megadome?
Well, we do know that a few invited guests have arrived in our safety
To hell with the live gig. We're closing the event to the public. Hold on, Chief, hold on. The governor wants to say a word.
Cyril, as far as I'm concerned, this is a no-brainer. No, what we are selling here is law and order, and the last thing that we need are pictures of fistfights in the bleachers. Yeah. A killing at the execution, exactly. Yeah, here's Jake again.
Before this thing turns into a riot, make an announcement. All ticket holders will get double their money back from Tycom Entertainment. See if that doesn't calm them down.
So, it's now official. No ticket holders will be admitted to the execution. Only government and network personnel and their invited guests. So in any event, you people at home can still register your approval or your protest. There on your screen are the numbers to call.
We are a little over a half hour away, and you, the viewer, have had to...
Who is it?
It's Philip Tyler. Jessica Traynor sent me.
You're too late.
We need you to make a statement.
No, I ain't going on TV.
No, it's for the governor. You don't have to go on TV.
Judging from the pictures we have just seen, it has indeed. Charles, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have the initial responses to our call on the whole. It looks like our audience is
Trying to get me killed.
I'm not surprised.
You said you had hospital records.
That's right.
May I see them, please?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay, I guess. I mean, you know, he was just a guy. You know, he loved his dog, he worked on his car, and he respected his mother. He, girls liked him. Dennis never had any trouble finding women, you know, because he had this sort of, loner thing. Giving the air of this. And he sort of faded. I never saw him be cool either. He was living with us all the time. Volunteered to work with the decided to take a visit on the woman who lived with him at the door.
I can't really make any sense out of this.
See where it says bones and teeth? Not just teeth, bones and teeth.
No. Where?
There. Can't you read?
No offense, but how do I know that you didn't fill this out yourself?
Is that my signature? No, that's Dr. Rosen's signature. There he is.
Dennis's car is pulling up. As you can see, the security is extremely tight.
And there he is, Dennis Casterlin.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we just saw a wing. That is a surprise considering the circumstances we are under. What do you think it meant, and do you think you think?
I'm not sure, Charles, but I don't think we're ever going to find out.
What are you doing? Hey! 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 Who said you could go through my stuff?
Emily? Why did you wait so long to come forward with new information? How could you be willing to let Dennis die?
Because there's nothing you or me can do about it. If that's what God wants, that's what's gonna happen.
I see. So you think that God sent Dennis here to teach us all a lesson, right?
You're not gonna catch me on that one.
What does Dennis think?
You better get out of here before I call the cops.
Emily, have you and Dennis been corresponding? Did Dennis write to you from prison?
Get out of here.
Did he tell you to call us? Yes or no, Emily?
You get the hell out of here!
Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. Where's my friend Jessica?
MIA.
How you feeling, Dennis?
With my fingers.
Angry? Bitter? Sad?
Are you kidding? Nobody feels nothing until the bad guy dies. This is TV, isn't it?
Sure there aren't any thoughts that you'd like to leave with anybody?
Any thoughts? Yeah, I think a whole lot of people are getting lucky behind my death. I think 9 months from now, there'll be a whole lot of unwanted kids named Dennis.
Are you sorry you started this, Dennis?
Oh, I didn't start this. You started it. You're the ones that made me more famous than Christ. And you know something? When the Nazis come, when they return, they're not going to be wearing swastikas. They're going to be disguised as people living in peace and harmony. You all are living proof of that.
1 minute, everybody.
But you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you.
Whoa, where do you think you're going?
I'm with Tycom. I'm supposed to be inside there. My name is Jessica Traynor, and look at my ID. I'm the project executive. The governor is expecting me.
Jess! It's okay, officer. Let her in.
Sorry. Did you get her on tape?
Yep.
Did you show the governor?
I was waiting for you.
Why?
I think you need to take a look at this first.
Why?
They were hustling you.
Who was?
Dennis, Emily. She's one of his groupies. They were writing to each other.
How do you know that?
Look, he concocted this finger story. It's total fiction, okay? She's crazy. I'll show you the videotape. Her room is like this shrine to Dennis.
What about her evidence?
She's got no evidence. She couldn't go to the police. That's why she came to you. They've been waiting on us to pull the plug.
You're making this up.
Just listen to me. This is true. If Tycom is willing to go under, that means there's something wrong with the case, okay? Dennis gets a retrial. Definitely doesn't fry. You see, that's why Emily disappeared that night. They were waiting till the 11th hour so we wouldn't have time to check out their story.
It doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter? That she's crazy? That they've been using us? That doesn't matter?
We're the problem, not Emily. We're the lunatics. Where's the governor, Jake?
Hello, Jess. Look at him. They're probably gonna build a religion around him.
Maybe we could get the TV rights.
Honey, nobody made you go into this business. So why are you suddenly so caring? Look at Dennis. He's not making a fuss. He's dying to be a martyr. He wants this thing, and I want it. And those people who voted their dollars, they want it, and the state wants it. Our stockholders want it. There's going to be more cops on the street, less crime. The victims are going to be compensated. Everybody's happy except you and the killers of America. So how come you're so damn superior?
You sick bastards.
If you had a gun right now, you'd kill me, wouldn't you? That is precisely why this man has to die.
No, Jess.
Alright, so we've just wrapped Witness to the Execution, and I think there's a lot to unpack here. This wasn't just a thriller, it was a commentary on our obsession with media spectacle and the blurred line between entertainment and morality. One thing that really stands out is how disturbingly plausible this future feels. We already see reality TV and social media pushing boundaries, and this movie takes that idea to its ultimate extreme. What's fascinating is the moral conflict in the story. Sean Young's character Jessica is the perfect example of someone caught between ambition and an ethical dilemma. At first, she's all in on the idea of broadcasting the execution, but you can see the weight of that decision eventually starts to mentally break her down. And Tim Daly, as the inmate on death row, adds to that emotional complexity, because we never really know for sure whether he's truly guilty or innocent of his crimes. That uncertainty makes this whole thing feel incredibly uncomfortable and real. It's almost like the film turns the camera back on us and asks whether we think entertainment at the expense of our humanity is ever justifiable. That is where the film shines most, however over the top and melodramatic it got towards the end. It's the deeper message about the desensitization to violence and the role of media in shaping our values that made it a thought-provoking experience for myself. For that reason, I'm giving it a final rating of 3.5 stars out of 5. Not perfect, but definitely a film that leaves you thinking long after the credits roll. Please share your thoughts about the movie in the comments section below, and drop a thumbs up if you'd like to watch more like it going forward. I hope to see you again on the next episode, but for now, this is Holy Critic, signing out.